Hey everybody, I was inspired by chapter 8, which spoke about the I Ching divination system, and I wanted to compare it to another mathematical divination system called Ifa, and it originates in Nigeria. And so I wanted to compare the two mathematical divination systems. So I'll try to do that today. When we're talking about the I Ching, we know that I Ching is comprised of the yin and the yang. And so when we're going to do this demonstration, the demonstration is going to show how we can reveal one of the hexagram messages and read what it says. So we're going to create a hexagram and we're going to read the message. And then we're going to use these 8 calorie shells to read the divination message in the Ifa divination system. So first, I'm going to toss these 3 coins, as you do, in the I Ching divination system. So I'm tossing. Looks like I have 2 tails and a head. So 2 tails and a head. So we know that tails has a value of 2. So tails is going to be 2 plus 2, and heads has a value of 3. So we're going to do 3. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. And we know that 7 is an odd number. So that's going to give us the yang, the solid line. Now we're going to toss again, and we're going to do this 6 times. Now we have 2 heads and a tail. And so we know that heads is 3, and tails is 2. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And we know that 8 gives us a broken line, so we're going to do a broken line. Almost there. Now we have 2 tails and a head. Same thing, that's going to give us 7, so we know we have a solid line. Now we have 2 heads and a tail again. Look at that odds. And we know that that is going to give us broken lines as well, because we know that 2 heads and a tail is the same as 3 plus 3 plus 2, and we know that that is 8. So that's 8, and that's 8. All right, almost there. Now we have 2 tails and a head again. 2 tails and a head gives us, wow, we got a really strong pattern here. That gives us another solid line. Now we have all tails. 3 tails gives us 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 gives us a broken line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count. Do we have a hexagram yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have our hexagram. And now we can look at the message and see that it is solid, broken, solid, broken, solid, broken. So let's look in our book of divination and see what it is. So give me just a second to look at the divination. Okay, so we have solid, broken, solid, broken. So I'm looking at the I Ching reference here by Richard Wilhelm. And if we have a solid, broken, solid, broken, solid, broken, then the message is going to be broken, solid. No, solid, broken, solid, broken. Okay, so that's this one. And then we gotta find the other. Solid, broken, solid. All right, that leads us to number 48. No, 63. All right, so 63, it reads this. It reads, transition from confusion to order is completed, and everything is in its proper place, even in particulars. The strong lines are in the strong places, and the weak lines are in the weak places. So hence, the present hexagram indicates the conditions of a time of climax, which necessitates the utmost caution. After completion, success in small matters, perseverance furthers. At the beginning, good fortune, and at the end, disorder. So whatever divineness we can get out of that, that's what we just got. Basically, success later. You're going to struggle now, I believe. Something of that nature. So there's our divine message. And it looks like I've ran out of time. But if we were to toss 8 cowrie shells, and if it landed up towards the open part, then we would write a binary number of 1. And if it was closed on the opposite side, then we would write a binary number of 0. So 1 and 0. And so that gives us a sequence to also come to a divination message in the Ifa religion. Thank you very much. And I hope this hexagram presentation made sense to you. And everyone have a good evening.